Okay, so picture this. You've been in that meeting room, right? The one where there's just a spaghetti monster of cables on the table, and none of them are quite long enough.
Or you finally find the right one, you plug it in, and nothing, the projector just won't sync.
Exactly. It's that conference room panic. Well, today we're doing a deep dive on a piece of hardware that aims to make all of that just disappear.
We are looking at the Kramer WP-211T wall plate transmitter, specifically the 2800-497-0590 model, and it's all about solving that exact problem.
So physically, it's pretty unassuming. It just fits into a standard wall box, like an outlet.
Right, US, EU, UK, it fits them all. But what it's doing inside that box is turning a standard, Ethernet-style cable into a high-performance 4K transmitter.
And that's the HDBaseT technology at its core, isn't it?
That's the magic, yeah. Instead of fighting with a thick HDMI cable that degrades over distance, you're sending everything. Video, audio, control over simple twisted pair, copper wire.
And the range is the real kicker here. We're talking about pushing a 4K signal up to 40 meters.
That's 130 feet.
We should probably clarify, though, that's 4K at 60 hertz, but with 4.2.0 chroma subsampling.
Right, and that's a very intentional trade-off. To get full 4.4.4 over that kind of distance on copper, you're looking at much more expensive gear. For presentations, for a lecture hall, 4.2.0 is absolutely the sweet spot.
It's perfect for that. And if you drop the resolution to 1080p, the range jumps to 70 meters.
That's 230 feet. That'll cover pretty much any auditorium run you can think of, with no boosters or anything in between.
Okay, so that solves the distance problem. But what about the other big installation headache? Power. Active wall plates usually need their own power supply, which is just another thing to deal with.
Not this one, it's PoE, power over Ethernet. It just sips the power it needs, about 9 watts, directly from the receiver or the matrix switcher it's connected to.
So it's a super clean look. One cable does it all.
Exactly. But let's talk about the user experience, because that's where this thing really shines, the auto-switching.
Ah, yes. The feature designed to eliminate those frantic, I can't get my screen to work support calls.
Totally. It has modes like last connected, so a presenter walks in, plugs in their laptop.
And the system just takes over. It automatically switches to that new source.
Yeah.
No remote, no fumbling with a touch panel.
Precisely. But the real secret to its reliability is how it handles the digital handshake.
We've all seen it. Someone
Yeah.
plugs in a laptop and the screen just flickers on or off because the e-dide isn't latching properly.
And no signal panic, yeah. Kramer uses their own algorithm for this called iEDIDE Pro. It's a smart processing layer that basically forces that handshake to happen cleanly and immediately.
So it stores the display's information and presents it perfectly to the laptop, so there's no renegotiation.
It just works, plug and play, for real.
I was looking at the specs, and the audio capabilities seemed surprisingly high-end. It supports up to 32 channels of uncompressed digital stereo.
Dolby True HD, DTS HD, all of it.
Which feels like total overkill for a spreadsheet, but I guess if you're in a creative field, maybe reviewing a new ad campaign?
You need that. You don't want the wall plate to be the bottleneck. If the source and the speakers can handle studio-grade audio, this device won't get in the way.
And I assume that extends to copy protection, too.
Oh, absolutely. It's fully HDMI 2.0 and HDCP 2.2 compliant. That is non-negotiable these days. If your hardware can't pass that signal, you can't play anything from Netflix, a Blu-ray player, you name it.
And a lot of cheaper generic solutions fall down right there.
They'll pass the video but block the content.
So when you zoom out, this thing is really all about creating invisible infrastructure. It takes all the complexity and just hides it in the wall.
That is the whole goal. The best technology is the kind you don't even notice. The user plugs in, their presentation appears on the screen, and the meeting starts. No friction.
And for the installer, it means an easier job pulling flexible Cat6 instead of a rigid HDMI cable. It's a win on both sides of the wall.
A true set-it-and-forget-it solution.
Which really leaves you with a final thought, doesn't it? If we spent less time fighting with our cables and our connections, how much more productive could our actual meetings be?